That's a nice shirt. I wish I had a shirt like that.
Mine's bigger.
Alrighty, that's all cleaned out. Almost got a full load. Oh, good morning, folks. Nice having that cleaned out. We still have a decent amount of corn in this bin and the bin over there, and they'll need cleaned out before harvest. That other truck, it's full of Dakota Gold Pro pellets, so we're gonna dump that in there for feeding. Now we're switched over to Dad's bin. We just got to haul 4 loads. It won't take long. That's a big pile. I don't think we're gonna fit the feed wagon in here. You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby, right round. Well, we got an empty bin here. And I think we'll be turning the sweep on somewhat soon in Dad's bin. Oh yeah, you can see it. That those intermediate gates need opened right now, it looks like. Well, we got that truck full without having to get in the bin. Definitely gonna have to get in there for the next one, the last load. Next load is the last load of the day. With this sweep going, I could see sparks coming up. It's from this sliding hitting right here. Yeah, we could straighten that, but why didn't that turn?
Well, once we have that plate off, we'll see if it turns in right.
Yeah, it looks like this pivot didn't pivot, and then it just bent this metal, which then made the flighting chew on this sheet metal here. Not sure why that's not turning. There's not even a grease zerk or nothing there. Never had that happen before. Good news is that semi is full, the last semi of the day, and it's lunchtime. Caught a wasp? I like him in there better than in here with me. We should be done with this spreader until fall. You know, when we start doing some of our fertilizing on corn stalks around late October, early November. So I want to get it cleaned up, get that fertilizer residue washed off, and then tuck it back in the shed. Let that drip dry for a while. Other thing we're gonna do today, gonna go to all 4 pastures, make sure everybody's healthy, has mineral, give them some pellets. We actually have a family vacation this weekend out in the Black Hills, going to Deadwood. And we, of course, want to make sure the cattle are sitting good before we leave. $5 buckets of pellets, couple bags of mineral. We're gonna, of course, bring a dart gun in case we see anything that needs treated. Full tank of gas. Let's check all these pastures. I'll get the gate.
Finally, after all these years. When you point the camera at me, I'm gonna take my sunglasses off because I got the tiny sunglasses with the big head. That's all I could find this
Now
morning.
I want to see them on. The people want to see the tiny sunglass on the big head.
Ain't happening.
Oh. I'll get this one.
2 in a row.
Yeah.
What a guy.
Oh, whoa.
It's a good thing the airbags didn't deploy.
I don't think it's got airbags.
It's a good thing.
2 pastures of perfectly healthy cattle.
That's awesome.
That's why we chose these pastures first.
Yeah, well, there's 2 ways of looking at it. You can get through them quickly, or you can leave a bad taste in your mouth when you do the last 2.
These last 2 have, we've had a little bit of pink eye trouble, so we might have to sling a couple darts.
A friend of mine in North Carolina just told me that last night, in 45 minutes, they got 3 inches of rain. I don't think we've ever had anything like that.
That's, that ain't soaking in.
That's like camping.
It's intense.
Yes. Yeah, now. You gotta be able to see the cattle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah!
Good thing we don't have a airbag. Oh, golly.
That's original, Cole. You come up with that all by yourself, did you?
That water's soaked in a bit.
Yeah.
I'll let you get this one.
No, I don't want to. Big slat. That was our best one yet.
This dugout got full. It was completely dry about 10 days ago. Now they got a swimming hole. Get a little grease in these bearings in case I shot some water in there. Got this tractor back on the baler. It'll be hooked up to this thing until mid-late September, I suppose, when we get it cracked corn. Of course, we still have the 561M that we're demoing this year. We really haven't made much for bales yet, but that's gonna change here in the next couple weeks. Alrighty folks, bin's cleaned, started Dad's bin. Looks like we have a little repair to do of some sort. Checked the cattle, got the baler hooked up, and the fertilizer spreader is cleaned off. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Love to see you next time. Have a good one.
Holy moly.